have had pink hair for 10 years now. As of 2015, I'm just over the 10-year mark of having pink hair. It's so wild to me that I've had pink hair for over 10 years. Like, if you'd asked me when I was 14, do you think you'll have this hair color that you're just doing on a whim for the next 10 years? I probably would have said yes, because I was a total brat. But did I actually think that? No. People don't really keep this kind of color for that long, and it's really cool, and I'm really happy and excited that I hit the 10-year mark. I thought it would be like a really fun and embarrassing thing to kind of have a little game of time warp where we look through 10 years of pink hair. A question I get all the time, both from people online and from people in real life, and I've gotten this for 10 years, I've gotten this question, is, do you think you'll always have pink hair? I don't think so. It's hard to explain. Having pink hair is very important to me, and I love it, but it's not who I am. It's not my identity. It's just a part of who I am. I just don't think there's any level of permanence with any part of my life. I think that we're people and we change all the time, and I'm likely to change in huge ways. I'm 24 now, and I look back on what I thought about the world and what I thought about life when I was 14, 10 years ago, and that's changed so much. You know, I'm a very different person than I was when I was 14. So, I think that I don't know if I'll always have pink hair. That would be okay, and I would like if I did that, but if I don't, that's okay, because I'm a person, and I'm gonna change. But I think it would be really cool if I was like a little old lady with pink hair. I think that'd be really cool. It's fun to have something where if I get lost in a grocery store, my mom's like, hey, there she is. Here are some photos of me from when I was a little wee baby, a little child. I bet you didn't think it would look like this. I bet you thought it would be a little more like this. But I was actually born with blonde hair, dark blonde hair. Well, when I was little it was light blonde, but now it's dark blonde. And yeah, that's me, it's little baby me. Haha, nothing's changed, has it? So before I started dyeing my full head of hair pink, I started with little streaks, as you can see here, which was my little way of easing my mom into the idea that I was going to have pink hair now. And then in 2005, I went for the full head of pink, and I was so excited about it, and I had a lot of mixed reactions from people, but I did not care. I was just so excited. 2006, I tried a lot of really interesting hairstyles, but usually for school I'd wear it straight. I also had bangs around this time too, which I haven't had since then, and I've actually been thinking about going back. Gosh, this is like honestly an adventure in eyebrows, this entire thing, because I had some very questionable eyebrow decisions back then. And you know what, probably in the future I'll think, oh, what was I doing with my eyebrows in 2015? That's so weird, but you know, that's just how it goes. I don't have naturally good eyebrows, so it's whatever I feel looks good at any given moment. When I was younger, I used to mostly wear my hair bright pink. The only times I'd have it lighter pink around this age was when I needed to re-dye my hair. It wasn't usually on purpose. There I am with my little crown on my birthday. Little birthday girl. A lot of these poses are kind of cringe-worthy for me to look at. Oh gosh. What face was that? What was that? I don't know. Oh, this is around the time. Okay, so I started wearing my eyebrows like thick at this point, and I didn't really know what kind of shape to start doing them in. I don't know. Oh, 2009. You were a blink away. This is when I met Tarina Tarantino, and she's one of my hairstyle idols back then, and even now for sure. She's a really cool lady. When I saw her, I was like, this is a grown-up with pink hair. I could be a grown-up with pink hair. Lo and behold, here we are, 24, still doing it. Oh gosh, oh these, oh man. Look at my little blonde roots here. What a baby. I started getting really into comics around this age, and I always had read them since I was a kid, but it started to be something that I was like really obsessed with, because this was the point where I was like, I'm gonna be an illustrator. So I was always like wanting people to know that it was a really important part of my life, and it still is, for sure, you know? I mean, I'm not any different now. I don't not take photos of myself with whatever I'm reading at any given moment. And you know, this was around the time when I actually started really blogging my life, you know? And so I like to show people at that point, you know, what I was doing, what I was reading. So 2010 is when I really started to add other colors to my hair, like purple and stuff like that. And what was so fun about that for me was I realized that pink seemed to be a color I couldn't get out of my hair, like it would not leave no matter what. But any other color I could put in, and maybe 4 or 5 washes later it would be gone. So it was really fun for me, and I mean, even now I still do that because pink just won't leave my hair, but any other color does. I don't know why that is. It's bizarre. Around 2011 I started doing a lot of victory rolls and stuff like that all the time. I started becoming actually kind of good at doing hair around this time. Before that I was pretty okay, you know, but at this point I started actually figuring out what my hair could do, and the fact that it's essentially Play-Doh. My hair just does stuff. I don't know how to explain it. This is when I went to go see Harry Potter, the last Harry Potter movie. Look at that scar. Look at those eyebrows. Oh my god. I was doing YouTube videos by this point, so if you've been around for a long time, you remember these eyebrows. Oh my god. They are something. They're bold. I'll give myself credit. They're bold. I was on a derby team in 2012, a roller derby team, and I loved my girls so much. I had such a great time. And that was before I moved to Toronto. I loved roller skating so much, and I still have my skates, and I don't skate much anymore, although I would really like to because it was one of my favorite things to do. I loved it. This is from when we went to a San Diego Comic-Con. It was my first time leaving the country, if you can believe it. It's 2013, San Diego Comic-Con. Very cool. And I met a lot of my online friends for the first time that year. It was so wild. So now we're getting into 2014, and I'm less embarrassed of these photos. I had like very thin eyebrows at this point. I don't know why. It was like a weird 90s I don't know what okay, I have no excuses. My eyebrows are very thin here. I don't like them, but I'm like okay with how I look here. This is for my first time in New York ever. I went with my best friend Jess, and we had a wonderful time. And actually on this trip I met my now partner a couple years ago. It's very cool. My hair has gotten really long, really long. I'm actually kind of thinking about cutting about 4 or 5 inches off just to kind of give myself a little bit of a new start with it, because it's very heavy on my head, you know? I love it, but I think I'll still have long hair, but I might do a couple inches to kind of, I don't know, just to kind of lighten it up a bit, if that makes sense. And 2015, this year, which is almost done now, gosh, the time has flown by so fast. And I've done a lot of weird and interesting things with my hair, but I'm still so happy that I have it this color. When I talk to people who their kids want to do it, you know, I always say there's a lot of stuff you can do that has no chemical problems with your hair. There's a lot of products that are just sustain, and start out on that. But what I've always said to younger girls whose mom come and talk to me about it, I just say, you know what? If this is the worst thing that your child does, you're doing fine. You know, that they want to do bright colors in their hair. Bright colors don't mean that you're a bad kid. Bright colors are just a way of self-expression, and that was so important for me as a teenager. Having pink hair 10 years ago is very different than having it now, because now a lot of people do it, and I like that. It's not so weird. You know, people don't think that I'm so weird by doing it. It's kind of fashionable, I guess, and I like that. I like that more people are doing it, because I like bright hair when I see it, so I'm always like, look at you look so cute! Thanks so much for watching this adventure with me. It's been very embarrassing, but very fun. I felt so out of place and not cute as a teenager. I didn't have a lot of self-confidence. I didn't really, even though I liked my pink hair, I didn't really like, I didn't think I was cute or anything, and I look back now and I'm like, you know, you're an awkward little kid, but you're cute, and you're gonna turn out much better, so it's okay. Everyone goes through that awkward teenage phase, and I think that television shows really have glossed over that fact, and we feel like we're supposed to be so good looking and so cool at when we're teenagers, and it's like, that's just not life. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.